Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I am currently in Dublin, Ireland, but we are flying out to Portugal this morning. So we're gonna make our way to the airport and head off to a new country. Let's go.
I'm very jealous.
We have just arrived in Porto and we are staying in the most incredible hotel. I will link it below because it is absolutely stunning, but wait until I show you our room tour. We are living the dream. This is the view from one of our balconies. So we're staying in the Marcel Duchamp room and we get a lot of his art. So let's have a look at the room. Got a nice little desk. We've got what looks like a mirror, but over here is a TV. And now we have balcony number 2. So from our second balcony, we get a slightly different view, but still views over the river. All right, coming back in. Tom is eating our complimentary food and bubbles, which is branded with the hotel's name. And all for Tom because I can't drink it. And we've got a coffee machine, priorities, and then we've got this stunning bathroom. Beautiful. We've got a shower, like a normal shower, and a toilet. Obviously, this is not a normal experience for either one of us. We are very lucky to be traveling with Tom's mom and stepdad. We are walking around and the architecture is just stunning. We are crossing the Louis I Bridge. It was built in the late 1800s and is absolutely massive. There's a walking platform on the lower level, which is what we are walking on now, and there's also one above, which we will hopefully get to a little later today. Change of plans. We are going to walk along the promenade on the south side this evening, and then we'll probably do the upper part of the bridge tomorrow with Tim and Vicky.
All those olives is fucking so good.
I have just ordered the Portuguese traditional sandwich that I have no idea how to pronounce, but it sounds delicious. It is a mix of veal, ham, cheese, smoked, and just cooked sausage and a sauce on top. So I'm very excited to try this. I'm a little bit scared because I'm still recovering from food poisoning. But I guess we'll find out and see how this goes for me, but it looks so delicious. I'm so excited. try this for the first time. Well, that was delicious, but a little bit too rich for me, so unfortunately I couldn't finish it because I didn't feel that great, but it is really good, so would definitely recommend you try. Maybe split it if you're not that hungry. We're gonna now go find some food for Tom, and it should be just as delicious, if not more. We are on the promenade and there are loads of buskers playing incredible music, so we'll walk by a few and just have a listen.
And if you film buskers, please give them a little bit of money after filming them, don't just walk off.
We have been high from space, and I can't believe what God has done. The love He's given life to, isn't she lovely? From love, da 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 da. You know the roads we have to walk, winding. You know the light.
Good morning from our first day in Porto. It is sunny, it is warm, it is a high contrast from the UK and the Ireland which we've just been traveling in. We're gonna go down for breakfast because our hotel includes breakfast, and then we're gonna go explore the city. So can't wait to show you around, can't wait to see more of this architectural wonder because every turn is just chef's kiss. Look at this art, so gorgeous. So it looks like we are in the middle / just leaving the middle of the tourist hub. There's lots of people, it's quite crowded. A bit of a contrast to what we had yesterday, which was a lot more peaceful. Still crowded, but not like super touristy. But comparatively to most other cities in Europe, it's very quiet, which is really nice. We are on the top part of the Louis Bridge. It is gorgeous. We just bought some art. Yeah, it's just stunning. Beautiful day. We are going to do a river tour of, well, the river in Porto and just have a look at all the lovely buildings because it's so sunny out, and I am running down a hill because I can't go slower. Why is this so hard? Oh my god. Oop. We are running a bit because it leaves in about 8 minutes, so gotta put the pedal to the metal or whatever people say with cars. Yep. I am so pale. We made it. The bridge ahead of us was designed by Mr. Eiffel himself, and the first bridge was designed by a student of Eiffel. Just finished the boat tour. It was really good. Got to see the 6 bridges. It's pretty cheap to do, so would recommend. It's only 15 euros. Yeah, and you got to see all the bridges and all the beautiful houses from the water, so would recommend. Definitely do it. And now we're gonna make our way slowly to our walking tour. You guys know that we love to do free walking tours, so we're gonna see what this one's like. Made it with plenty of time to spare. We are going on our free walking tour. Can't wait to show you more about Porto and learn more about the city.
Time here, I can make you the postcard picture here too. Count with me.
Snack break. We just finished with the walking tour. It was so good, would highly recommend. I think it's the best one we've been on. We learned lots of history about the city, including that most kings have the pre-name, I don't know, you would say King John or King Charles or King whatever. But the bridge that we crossed earlier and that we'll cross again tonight is called the Luís I. And he was a king, and the reason that they don't have the Don in front of it is because he actually didn't show up to its opening ceremony. So take that for what you will. It's quite funny, quite a cute little bit of history, and I think it was exceptional to hear more about Porto, Portugal, and all the people that live here. So would recommend. You have to do them when you go to new cities. It's a great way of getting a tidbit of what you want to actually go and see more of. We also just explored the cathedral, which is only €3 to enter to see the tower and the inside of the cathedral, which is over 800 years old. So do it all. Porto's amazing. We're gonna go find some food before we go and watch the sunset. More fun facts for you is that Porto is actually on one side of the Luís I Bridge, and on the other side is a completely different city called Gaia, which is the 3rd biggest city in Portugal. So fun fact for you, there are 2 different cities connected by that bridge. Stopping for some gluten-free sandwiches for Mr. Thomas. We are going to watch the sunset. Can't wait. We decided to move locations because I think the view from up here will be much nicer. This is what the tour guide said was the best spot to watch the sunsets. Looking forward to it. It's getting cold. We just finished watching the sunset on top of the military base. It was very cool. We had some good music and there were a lot of people, but not too many. The place we were at before was super crowded and wasn't as comfortable to sit in, so I'm glad we chose this spot. We are now gonna head back to the hotel and go to sleep. Good morning from Porto. It is our final morning here. We are going to pick up a car and go somewhere different later this afternoon, but this morning I thought I would get up a little bit early and head over to the Livraria Lello, which is this famous and beautiful bookstore, to see what all the fuss is about because it's been all over my social media. You do have to book your ticket in advance. It is €8 or like £6. At the current conversion rate, and it goes towards buying a book, so it's kind of a good excuse to go buy a book. I'm hoping it's not going to be too overwhelming because it's the first slot of the day, but I guess we'll find out, so walk with me. As I'm walking around, I'm noticing how much quieter it is than kind of during the day and at night. It's not a very busy city comparatively to other places in Europe, but the morning is so peaceful. There's like, I don't know, one person every 100 meters that you encounter, so would highly recommend walking early in the morning and getting a feel for the city without the people. It is very sunny, but I just finished with the Livraria Lello, which is the library bookstore place I just went to. It is stunning, but there were over 200 people waiting in that line and in the bookstore. So when you go in, it's just people taking photos. I took photos. It's kind of the thing you do there. I did actually buy a book. I bought the bookstore's Petit Prince edition. It's a reversible cover. It's a classic. It'll be beautiful to have, and it's not too heavy to carry. Would I recommend going? I don't know. I think it depends on what you want to go in for. If you want to see beautiful architecture, go. If you want to look at a cool bookstore, go. If you want to see what it's like when TikTok and Instagram make a place famous and all that stuff, go. If you don't like crowds, then don't. Would I pay for it again? No. I would just go to a normal bookstore. But you know, it's all for the experience, and you've got to try things and see what you think for yourself. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel, and that'll be kind of the end of the vlog. As I walk back to the hotel, I just want to reflect on what an amazing city Porto is. It is so beautiful. The people are amazing. The food's amazing. The stuff to do is amazing. My top tips for you in terms of just what you should do in the city is definitely do a boat tour. I think that was really cool to see the bridge and just see the city from a different vantage point. The other thing I would say to do is walk across the bridge multiple times at different times of day to get kind of different angles of kind of what the city looks like in different light. The third thing I would say to do is to do the free walking tour. I mean, those are the best things to do to get to know a city and to point out what it is you actually want to see when you're here.
The fourth thing I would say to do is to watch the sunset. You can watch it from pretty much anywhere and you'll get a good view, but it's worth doing it from the military base. And then the final thing I would say to do is just try all the different types of foods. There's so much to do, so much to eat, so much to try and just explore. So it's all worth it. I love this city. It may be my favorite city in the world. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I will see you guys next time.